Hello there, today I am doing a CAS video and I will be doing the characters from Lost. So I will start doing Kate and then I will be doing Sawyer as well in this video, and then I will be doing the next two in another video. So if you have any requests of which you want me to do, you can just comment them below. I'm not really good at CAS. I almost never do any sims at all. When I am doing sims to play with, I'm usually not changing them too much, just a quick change, or I download sims from the gallery because I think that's the easiest, I guess, and I'm not thinking it's very fun to do sims in CAS, but it's pretty fun to try to make someone though, so that is why I wanted to try to make a CAS video of the Lost characters. And I'm also watching Lost right now for the second time, and I really love that series. But yeah, I'm not sure that this will turn out that great, because as I said, I don't use to do anything, or I don't use to make sims in CAS that often. So we will have to see how this turns out. I'm pretty happy with how Kate's mouth turned out. I think that looks like her, but I don't think the rest of her really looks like her that much. The nose was impossible to make it look like her, and I tried to change the nose later in the video to start like over from another nose thing you can choose between, but it didn't work, so it will pretty much end up like it looks like now. I think it will look a little bit different. Her nostrils will be a bit higher up later, and also her eyes was really hard to make, and I think she looks a bit cross-eyed. I don't think the Sims can actually be cross-eyed, but I think she looks a bit like that anyway. So I don't know how I succeed to do that. And also the hairs was really hard to choose, because none of this hair really looks like Kate's hair. And if I could have an exactly hair, I think that would be looking a lot more like her than if I'm just having a hair that doesn't look like her hair. So yeah, that makes it a lot harder, I guess, but I'm really trying to do my best. So I hope you might think she'll look a little bit like Kate, but I know she doesn't really look much. It's probably just the mouth that looks like her. But yeah, I will try to upload another CAS video next week with 2 other characters from Lost, so if you have any ideas of how I could make Kate or Sawyer better, you can comment them and I can change them next week as well. And yeah, also her eyebrows was pretty hard because there wasn't really any in her shape. I think this was a bit pretty good, but I think she has a bit thinner eyebrows. So I tried to make them lighter and stuff, but it didn't really look any good. And here is where I changed the nose to try make it look a bit more like her, but this nose I couldn't just make it look a bit like her nose like that, so I just took back the old nose I had and tried to make that work a bit better. So yeah, just trying to really fix everything up to look like her. Yeah, it's really hard to make Sims look like a real person, probably also because they don't look realistic. They are pretty cartoonish, which I think look really good, but yeah, it's really hard to make them look like someone. I guess I have to practice a bit more, and maybe I can do better Sims then. So I'm really working a lot on her nose, just moving it a little bit to try to make it a bit more like her. I'm also taking some pauses sometimes, and that's because I'm looking for another picture. Because I think if you are going to make a sim that looks like a real person, you should look at different pictures of them. And yeah, I think that makes it easier to look at different pictures from different angles, so you can really get the Sims look like them. Also, I didn't know how they look from their side, and I didn't find any picture. Yeah, I didn't look that long for any picture either, but so yeah, they might not look like them at all from the side. I was just focusing on making them look like them from the front. So here I'm going to change her clothes, but I'm going to change her a bit more in the face after that. And she has some different clothes in the series, so I didn't really know what I should put on her. If I should put some jeans on her or this softer pants. So I was really just going back and forth there to try to decide which pants I wanted. And I ended up with choosing jeans for her everyday wear, and also those softer pants. So I think I made 3 different everyday outfits for her. And yeah, here I'm just going back to change her a bit more. And I will also change her eyes a bit more, but looking at them now, I should probably have kept them like they are right now. I think that looks a bit better than what they will look like when I'm done. And here I'm just continuing with her outfits. So she has 3 outfits, and those are the one that is also her party wear and sports wear and like that. And then for bathing suit, she is just having her underwear. Because if she is swimming in the series, she would just take her pants and shirt off and go swimming. So I kinda like that it was really easy to choose outfits this time. I'm kinda just having the same clothes over and over again, which I think is pretty nice, because it makes it really easy. Also the nose, I wish I had kept it like it was just now, but I guess I didn't make that big change. I will change it up a bit soon again. And for traits, I made her non-committal and good and loves the outdoors. And I think that fits her pretty well. Also, her aspiration is to find her to find her love. Because I think in the series she struggles a bit with that. And yeah, she really is non-committal. It's like when she's with one, she wants to be with the other. And I don't want to say too much if you haven't seen the series. But if you haven't, you should really watch it. It's really great. And here I tried to change her eyes to another shape because I thought I had really made them look weird. And I kinda like how she looks with these eyes. But I think I will take it away because it looks like she has makeup on. And so I will have these and it looks more natural because she wouldn't be able to have makeup in the series, or in the most part of it at least. So that's why I'm doing this. But here I took her back from my gallery save to get the other eyes back, because I didn't like how I changed them and I had saved her earlier. So yeah, that's why I just took her back to make the eyes look like I had them from the beginning. And now I'm going to start doing Sawyer, or James Ford, which is his actual name in the series. He just says that his name is Sawyer. And yeah, he was very hard to do, and especially with this hair, because I guess this hairstyle is kinda like his hair, just a bit thicker. But I couldn't get any color that looked like him at all, because he kinda has brown hair, but it is a bit blonde in the tops of the hair. And it's not this yellow blondish color all over it. So I think it's really hard to make him because the hair doesn't look like his hair at all, which makes it a lot harder. With Kate, I had at least her hair color because she just have dark brown hair. But yeah, Sawyer's hair isn't, or his hair color isn't like this at all. And also his face was really hard to make. I'm not sure which part I was most happy with. Probably the nose, and I'm not finished with the nose yet. I will change it up a lot before I'm done. I also made him an adult, and I made Kate a young adult. I'm not sure exactly how old they are supposed to be in the series, but I think Sawyer is supposed to be a bit older than Kate, so I think he would be an adult. In the same time as John Locke is probably much older than Sawyer, and I will probably make John Locke an adult, so I will see if I change Sawyer or let him be an adult. Pretty hard decision there. But yeah, I spent less time on Sawyer than I did on Kate actually. But I think I made Kate a little bit better than Sawyer. Yeah, it's really hard to make someone, as I said earlier. And especially with this hair, I'm so annoyed by that I just have to have this hair. It would probably be easier in The Sims 3 to make his hair, because you could choose different colors on the length of the hair and the hair on the scalp. But here we can't change that, which I think is a bit bad. Like, we don't need a color wheel, I just wish we could change the hair to different colors, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I'm also taking some poses here because I'm looking at different picture. I thought his nose was really hard to make because I don't remember how it looks from his side. So I didn't really know which type of nose he had at all. I didn't know if it was like a very big nose or a normal sized nose, which made it really hard. with Kate's nose, I knew that she had a small nose, so that made it a bit easier. But I tried to make my best with his nose and tried to make it looks like his nose. And here I'm starting to do his clothes, and he actually has pretty small shoulders, so that's why I made his shoulders really small here as well, because I think it's pretty important to make their body shapes look like them as well. I didn't change Kate's body shape that much because I thought it pretty much looked like her already. But yeah, here I choose his formal wear to a red shirt instead of the greyish one, and that's because I know he has a red shirt. It doesn't look exactly like that, but yeah, so I thought that could be his formal wear, so it doesn't have the same. But yeah, I made his aspiration to this mischief aspiration, and then he is lazy, hot-headed, and I thought about making him good first, because he is good behind all the mean, but I ended up making him romantic instead. So here you can see how they look like, and if you have any ideas of how I could make them better, just leave a comment below and I can change them to next week. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.